Hey kids, it's me, Dad. Today we are looking at Blackguards 2 for the Nintendo Switch. Currently on sale for $1.99, regularly $14.99. And this Blackguards 2 is a turn-based strategy RPG featuring challenging axe-field battles and a gritty story filled with violence and crime. So, yes, this is the second. I have no idea about Blackguards. I've never seen it. But originally released June 15th, 2022, single system action role playing strategy from Daedalic Entertainment, rated M for mature. Yes, that's right. Do not play this if you're under 18 because, it's a video game. Supports the 3 major play modes. Game file size is going to set you back 7.3 gigabyte on that memory card. This is a chunky beast of a game. And it supports English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, and Spanish. So, the only one that we are missing is Chinese, either simplified or traditional. You're out of luck. As we are loading into the game here, we have a...
Hello. Be silent down there.
Let's talk graphics here. So, there are some beautiful still art that we've already seen. We've got this portion, the dialogue exchange, usually between your captured princess and the guard, although eventually, the guard disappears because, time and age. But this is very well presented. Not hyper-realistic, but again, we don't expect that stuff on the Switch. This is just a solid, graphically presented game, so I am going to give it a 16 on its graphics, if nothing else, because the spiders make my skin crawl in this opening sequence here, and when you actually get into the gameplay portion of it. For sound, have some very nice voice acting going on here. It is well performed. This is not the original Resident Evil with the Jill sandwich. This is actually a fairly competent performance by the voice actors here. And then also the background ambient noises are good. Music is good. Nothing to write home to your mother about, but it is still a solid audio performance. Therefore, I'm going to give it a 16 for audio. That does leave us with a total of 32 as we move into controls. Controls are this game's Achilles heel. The game would have scored higher if not for what is essentially a confusing and overly complicated control mechanic. I mean, seriously, it is much more complicated than what it needs to be for a turn-based strategy game. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give it a 12 on controls. There's just oddities. I don't know if it's holdover as it was translated to the Switch. I have no idea if this is an exclusive. I doubt it is. Does not seem like it would be one, and Daedalic doesn't release a lot of exclusives. Excuse me. Good God. Did not mean to cough. But yeah, control-wise, I'm going to give it a 12. Brings us to 44. We're still in pretty respectable territory here. We have definitely had much worse games floating around. So now let's talk gameplay. Now, once you are actually in the gameplay, past all the dialogues and everything, even though the dialogues are telling a really interesting story, and that really pulls you into it. Uh, it's grid based combat. It's very, very passable gameplay wise. It is a lot of strategy, doing these assignments for your quick actions and everything that it's discussing here. I haven't really been able to figure that one out too well. And I've played this for more than 2 hours. By the time I'm 2 hours into a game, I should not be struggling with the control mechanics. But that goes into the controls, not the gameplay. The gameplay is very solid. I'm going to end up giving it a 15, as you see here. Here we are actually in the game. You get a move phase. You can either move or then trigger an action like pulling this lever. And then you end up triggering the next turn. We're about to get some monsters here. I know that much off the top of my head. But, yeah. So, gameplay wise, it's a 15. You get to level your character up, develop new skills, create a skill tree so that you can customize that character to your liking and your play style. That is all very solid. So once again, they get a 15 on gameplay. Now, if we're talking value at the $14.99 price tag, regular price, that's going to suffer. I don't think you're going to get 15 hours worth of gameplay out of this. That always knocks off 5 points at least. And then with some of the frustrations of controls and some of the overly simplistic nature and ease of the beginning game, you really need to get past this. It's like watching the Twisted Metal series. Get past those first 3 episodes, and all of a sudden, it's the TV show that you didn't realize that you wanted and needed all this time. In this case,
swung a little wide there.
Get past the slowness and the methodical storytelling, and it becomes a game that is probably going to pull you back in. But it does lose you at a point. So, at the regular $15.99, I'm going to give it a 10. But at $1.99, 2 hours, that is a minor investment. That is a third of the price of a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. Therefore, I am going to give it a 16. So we are sitting at 75 as the total price. And once again, at $15.99 at a 10, that's 69. So nice. But oh, dear God, forgot to hit mute as I'm recording the audio here. I would recommend, if you're into this style game, a little bit slower, because, that's the type of game I like, because I can be interrupted, go out, fix the kids' food, and then come back, and I don't have to worry about having died in the meantime, because the game is waiting on me. I do like it. It's good. I just can't give it more than a solid C. So, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye! Why did I just wave? I don't have a camera on.
So, here's a video and a subscribe link. Make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, like, comment, all that goodness. Thank you.